Welcome to video number 4 of building your own AI assistant. In today's video, we will have a closer look into how context works when you work with AI locally. So we will talk about what context is, how it works when you work with AI, how we can manipulate it, and how it affects the resources we have available on the computer we are running our AI on. So let's dive right into it. So context length is basically the number of words a large language model can consider at once. That sounds very simple, but there are a couple of nuances we need to consider here. Especially when we chat back and forth with a large language model, or we have an AI agent that needs to be able to execute various tasks. These are all things that influence the context window. When we think about ongoing conversations with the large language model, to show you what I mean, let's have a quick look on how a conversation with a large language model works on the request level. So under the hood, when we use a chat interface to communicate with a large language model, or if we use n8n to automate tasks with large language model, the tool we are using is sending a request to the Ollama server here. The request is a basic HTTP request. And as you can see here, we send over the model we want to talk to. And here we have an array of messages. And here we have some options that control how Ollama is responding to our request. And when I send this over here, you can see I get a response from Ollama, I get a timestamp, and I get a message back from the assistant role with an answer to my question. And when I send this request again and again, I will always get back an answer to my question. But as you can see, this is just a pure answer to my question, and the model does not seem to know about that I have asked this question before. And in order to initiate an ongoing conversation, tools like n8n or any chat program you are using with a large language model need to provide the context to the model so the model knows that there has been a conversation going on. When we want to send a follow-up request and ask the large language model to explain the joke we had in our example here, you can see here it's answering, I don't see a joke in our conversation. And that's actually because the request we have sent in while asking for an explanation for the joke did not include the context that the model needed in order to answer our question. And when we have a look at this example, the way we build up a conversation with a large language model or a train of thought, or make the large language model execute tasks for us, is by providing the necessary context to the conversation. When we have a look at the structure of this request here, you can see the messages block in here contains multiple items. First of all, we have the initial request where we asked the LLM to tell us a joke. Then we have the answer that came back from the assistant with the joke itself. And down here we have another request where we ask for explaining the joke. When I send this request over with the full history of the conversation, you can see here that the large language model is able to make sense out of the whole conversation and give the right answer. And as you can see, when you build up a conversation, especially when you do long conversations and you give a lot of information to the large language model, this context will get longer and longer. And this also affects how we work with AI agents. So let's say, for example, we have an AI agent and we ask it to, let's say, create a blog post for us and to do some research and so on and so forth. Then the AI agent needs to have a big enough context window to fit in the information it researched, to actually write back the blog post draft to us. And also it needs to be able to continue the conversation with us in case we want some changes or we have follow-up questions. And that will, of course, fill the context window. And that's also why the large language models got bigger and bigger context windows these days. Just to show you an example, when we modify the context window, let's say, for example, down here, we have set the context window to 75 token. That's a very, very small context window. And we give the same request as in the example before to the large language model and try to get an answer here. Then you can see I get a wrong answer here because the large language model is not aware of the beginning of our conversation. The context window is set to 75 tokens, and the last 75 tokens only give information about the last question I have given here. And when I put this back to 1,000 tokens here and send the request back in again, you can see here that I get a correct answer. And the LLM is telling me that I was asking about a joke about cats. Now let's have a look how to use this in n8n and when we are building AI agents here. So up here, I have a very simple agent here. And when I double click my Ollama chat model here and go down to options, you can see here I have context length down here. And at the moment, the context length is 2048 token. And that's the default Ollama will be using for any model you want to use. And now we can just initialize a conversation and ask our model here to tell us a joke. And when we have a look into our terminal, you can see that the Llama model has been loaded and that we have 4 GB of RAM that has been used from our GPU here. But when we change the context size and let's say we put it to around 8K and we clear our session again and asked the same question here and head back to our terminal and have a look, you can see by changing the context size, we have also changed the memory that the model required. So by changing the context window, we are also changing the resources that are required to run the model actually. As you can see, we have just doubled the resources that are required to run the model just by changing the context size. When you see the bigger picture here and when you start building AI agents, and especially when you are having multiple agents using multiple models and you also have different users interacting with these agents, you will need to think about how you can manage your resources here. Because once the memory of your GPU is exhausted, Ollama will go into a mixed mode using CPU and system memory, and it will have significant impacts on the performance because as soon as the CPU is involved and you are not running on full GPU, your large language model will be much slower to interact with. By default, Ollama will handle the loading and unloading of models automatically. So as you can see here in our Ollama PS command, we can see here this until value here. And by default, Ollama will keep a model in memory for 5 minutes after it has been used the last time. But this is only possible if there is enough space. So for example, when I change models here, and let's say we take a bigger model and we take a 32 billion parameter model here, and then we ask it a question here, and now run Ollama PS again, you can see here that we use 23 GB here for this larger model. And now when I head back to n8n and let's say I take another model that is quite large. Let's say we take Quen Coder here and ask a question again. And now when we have a look at Ollama PS, you can see here that the only model we have loaded is Quen 2.5 Coder, and this also requires 23 GB. And as my GPU has only 24 GB of VRAM, what Ollama did is it first unloaded the model we were using before, And it has done that despite there were still 4 minutes left for using it. So as you can see, when you get short on DRAM on your GPU, Ollama will try to balance out automatically. So it will unload the model that is not needed and load the model that you requested. And for example, when we get back to, let's say we get back to Llama 3.2 and we ask our model a question again. And then let's say I will just disconnect this chat input and put it over to our vector embeddings here. And let me just clear this session here. And I just give it some text to embed here. And now when we have a look here, as long as we have smaller models that are not using so much resources, we can easily fit multiple models into memory here. So when it comes to building AI agents locally and you want to use the resources you have on your server, you need to be a little bit careful on how to use these resources. There is also an alternative to just changing the context length in our options here in n8n. Actually, what you can do is you can create a custom model with a custom context window from a base model in Ollama. And the way you do that is basically you will just create a model file here. All you need to do here is you need to define from and then the model you want to use as a base model. And then you can just enter parameter and then num_ctx, and you give it the context window size you want this model to use as a default. And then we can just save our file here. And then we can just execute Ollama create and then -f. And then we give it the path to our model file. And then we can just give the name, and let's name that 8K. And now this model has been created. When I enter Ollama list, you can see we have the model up here. And of course, we can just run it. And when we enter show parameters here, you can see that num_ctx has been set to 8,192 tokens here. So as you can see, it is very easy to modify the context window in Ollama, and it's also very easy to do that right away in n8n. But this will kind of force you to be a little bit mindful about the resources you have on your computer. And there are actually different approaches you can follow here. So first of all, you can build your n8n workflows and your AI agents a little bit with the resources in mind, especially when it comes to model choices. Don't use any large models where they are not needed. What you also can do is when you build up your agents, you can kind of plan a little bit ahead, because when we go to our models here and to the options, you can also modify the keep alive value. So as I said, by default, Ollama will keep an unused model for 5 minutes in the memory. And of course, you can increase it or decrease it just from n8n and have models load and unload faster or slower. But loading and unloading models also has some performance implications, because when you initialize a model the first time, this will take a couple of seconds, and this will reduce the response time with the model. When you are talking to a model that is already loaded into memory, it will respond very, very fast. But when the model is unloaded and needs to be loaded first, this will take a couple of seconds, so there will be a delay interacting with the model. What you also can do here is you can use memory locking here. And this will keep the model in memory and, of course, greatly improve the performance when you interact with the model, because it will be very quick and respondent. But this will also make the model stay in memory permanently. So this was just a quick explanation on how context works and how you can use it in n8n, and how changing context affects the available resources. And especially when you use your own resources, where you can not just scale dynamically up and down because you have physical hardware. It's good to know how resources are used and how you can influence how your resources are used. So I hope this video gave you an overview how you can work better with your resources when it comes to Ollama and building AI agents in n8n. Because the real limitation really is the GPU, because GPUs are quite expensive, and especially when building larger systems, this will for sure become a limitation. And you have to be aware that changing context and context size will influence the resources you will need. And of course, also the number of models you need to load simultaneously into your memory will affect your resources. So that's it from me today. In the next video, we will go deeper into building out our AI agent and start building custom tools so we can get some work done with AI. So bye bye. Have a nice time.